Hey guys, it's Mandy Gatlin with Be Passionate and Prosper. And today I thought I would share with you guys my tips for how to start your coaching business, because I know there's so many people out there that ask me how I got started and what I charge and how do I know what to charge and all of that. So I thought I would take a few minutes. I'm going to make this as short and sweet as possible because it really is easy. And I'm going to take my dogs to the park because they're dying to go to the park. So I wanted to just go over really quickly with you guys how I got started. Basically, it just was a natural thing for me. Whenever I would meet with people, just in general, I would always get some kind of like intuitive hit or something about their situation would resonate with me, and I would just tell them, this is what I'm getting. And I'm a very solution oriented person, but I'm also a really good listener. So I would say to you, if you want to get started in coaching, basically just try when you're with people to just be a good listener and observe with them in terms of what they're going through. And that would be my top tip for you in terms of if you're wondering how to do the coaching. Of course, you can go through coaching courses and try to learn how to, provide strategies and tools. And I think that stuff comes with time. I know that a lot of the stuff that I do with people in terms of life coaching, it's more or less just helping people create some kind of a plan and, be positive about their plan and then take action. So for me, it's just about checking in with them, making sure that they are staying positive, not letting their fears get the best of them. And that's mostly why the people that come to me, they come over and over again, is because they want to stay in a positive place about their situation. So that would be my top tip for you if you were going to work with people, is to really try to stay in like a positive frame of mind with them and to help them work through or talk through their fears. And you're going to see that if you're able to do that with someone, they're most likely going to come back to you to want to work with you. And most of the time, at the end of the conversation, all that I say to them is make sure that you check back with me, or let me know how this is going for you. So oftentimes my coaching starts out as a introduction with them or just a one-on-one kind of consultation, and I'll kind of work with them on something, say one little fear that they're experiencing. And I am an intuitive, so I actually do spiritual coaching or spiritual counseling. So I use whatever comes to me. That's the gift that I have. Then I tell them what I'm getting, and we work through how they can use that. And they also tune in for themselves to see, what they're getting. And we try to create kind of a plan for them. And then by the end of the conversation, they're usually feeling pretty positive and like ready to go. So by the end of the conversation, all I say is just let me know, how things go for you. Send me an email or send me a text. And 9 times out of 10, they respond back to me like a week later, a month later. They let me know what happened for them and they're ready for more. So you can definitely do this as something that you're working with them weekly on or something monthly. I have people that have all kinds of different setups with me, and I meet with them, some of them in person, other ones I meet over the phone or by Skype or by Zoom. And generally, it's just everyday people that, I meet or come in contact with. And then once they do a session with me, they're so happy. They end up referring another friend, a family member, and they get to know me as this person who is this intuitive and can help them, through a situation. So I definitely would say try to figure out what your gift is. If you are struggling with that, then I would recommend taking some time to figure out what your gift is and how you can serve. I do that. That is my specialty, is working with people to see what their gifts are and how they can best serve here. So I do recommend taking some time to figure out how you can do that best for people. And then once you figure that out, then it's just a matter of getting over your own fears and letting people know this is something that I offer. And I usually do recommend that you charge for your sessions no matter what. A lot of people will do free consultations, and I do that only for people that really have questions about how a session goes with me. But generally, I cover that at the beginning of a session with them anyway. So I usually recommend to charge no matter what, because you may end up pretty much giving away, your service to them if you don't charge. So, and most likely, if you're not charging or giving it away for free, it might be that you have a fear about, charging anyway. So I would say to ask yourself, if you're just beginning, ask yourself what seems like a good rate for me to start with, to charge, and just go with it. You don't have to start out with charging $2,000 for a package. That comes with time. You want to get used to charging for what your service is. And for people who are just starting out, that's not something that just comes naturally. So you definitely want to ease yourself into charging a certain amount. I would say try to charge between $50 and $100 for an hour session. I usually say to charge a little bit more if you can as you get more experience. But generally, a good rate is like between $85 and $95 per hour for a session. Depending on your area of expertise also, because if you're doing just general life coaching, then it may not be as much. If you have some kind of specialty, then it might be more. But it all depends really on your expertise. So definitely charge for your expertise and whatever area that's in. And then once you get used to charging, at some point you're going to start to feel like you need to charge more. And that happened to me a couple of times. I started off charging just $25 when I started because I had such a fear of charging people. And I honestly didn't know if what I was doing had any value. I was an intuitive and I was like, I don't know if people are going to find what I do valuable. And after seeing the results for people, I pretty much saw after a couple of sessions, wow, I should be charging a lot more. And so then I went up to 50, and really quickly I saw that was not enough. And so I just kept going up until it felt like a correct rate per hour for me to charge. Now, I often see this too in people who do coaching. They start to say over some time that they get burned out. And that has happened to me a couple of times. And that is because you are putting in quite a bit of energy when you're doing one-on-one sessions with people. And so then it feels like your rate really is not enough, yet you really do want to see results and help people and serve. So then at some point you want to get more clarity and just kind of even niche down even more and figure out who your ideal client is and how you can best serve them. And then that's when you want to start charging, say, for a package for a certain period of time, to have many sessions over a period of time, and you're working on, something in particular. So that's when then you would go up to charging for these packages. So I just wanted to break that down for you guys just to make it a little more simple. It really isn't complicated, and you can do this in whatever way you want. You can have fun, with the type of coaching that you pick. It doesn't have to be, business coaching, or Facebook ads, or, whatever. You can do it in any area. You can have just a broad general type of coaching, like life coaching, or you can niche it down and just, help moms or help people with fitness, or, whatever it is that you want to do. So I would say the key is to get over your fear of charging and just go for it. And then you'll see that you'll start to get that feel in your own self for how much I'm really worth. Okay? So that's my tip for you guys on the coaching. I have a doggy that really wants to go to the park. So I'm going to go. This is the part of my lifestyle that I love, to be a coach and be able to take my dogs to the park when I need to. So if you guys have any questions, if you have any comments, please leave your comments below and let me know what they are, and I'd be more than happy to help you guys out, answer your questions. You can also find me or get more articles, more posts, more videos over at bepassionateandprosper.com. Okay, thanks so much. Bye, you guys.